Okay. So what is code review? I have told the answer. Can anybody just tell me what is a code review? Yes, it is examining the code. So why we need code review? Can anybody give me the answer? Why we need code review? To have error-free software, efficient software, quality software. Correct. And then what are all the tools available? So we have got lot of online tools. So through the website you can access those code review tools, or you can download some rich client tools developed by some companies. So that can be used for reviewing your code. All you need to do is submit your code to the tool and it will show you how many hard codings have been done, where there are not appropriate variable names. So lot of parameters it will be listing. We shall see them a bit later. So what are the problems that can be spotted by the code review tools? What kind of problems that can be spotted by a code review tool? So it can spot memory leakage or connection pool exhaustion, hard coding. So these kind of problems can be spotted out by the code review tools. So memory leakage, why it happens is, if you take your C programming code, right? If you have a C programming code, let me write it here. Problems spot by code review, say memory leakage, connection exhaust, right? Hard coding. So suppose in C language you declare a variable. So if you have worked with structures, what you do a malloc for allocating memory for a variable. Before you end your program, you need to use dalloc to deallocate the heap memory used. If you have not deallocated the memory, what happens if you keep on running your program for thousands of times? All memory will be utilized and there won't be any space for the new program to run. So this is also called as stack overflow or buffer overflow, right? Or memory leak. So these kind of problems, they can be avoided through the code review. Either you can manually do a code review or you can use tools for code review. So when you do a review of your code, at the very first page you have used malloc. If you have not used dalloc, you can immediately add a dalloc and prevent the memory leakage. So it's a cross verification. Or any connection that has been opened by your web application is not closed, that also you can detect. What are all the types of code review? Either you yourself can review your code, okay, or some other people can review your code, or a group of people can review. So that is one type based on the persons: self-review, peer review, and group review, or automated review or manual review in case of tools. In case of functionality testing, you have strict review and normal review. So let us see one by one. So as I said, systematic examination of source code is called as code review. This code review finds out the mistakes and helps the developer to fix those issues or mistakes. Right? And then, why the mistakes happen? Due to oversight during the code development. We may not have thought of those mistakes when we are writing the code. Say if I am writing an array programming, right? Putting elements into an array. I am writing a program. I am allocating space for an array, right? But I failed to deallocate. For executing this one time or two times, this is not going to cause any memory leakage, etc. Suppose if I am executing it for 1 lakh times, definitely memory leakage will happen. So during code development, I may not have thought that I will be executing it for 1 lakh times. That is called as oversight. Okay. So why oversight happens? Either due to ignorance or due to pressure. Say suppose I have a deadline. I need to complete this within 5:30, within 6 o'clock. So what I do is, only for the positive flow, I will be coding. I will not be considering about the negative side. So that is the oversight due to pressure. Till this, are you all clear with what I have spoken so far? Are you all able to understand what I have spoken? Everybody? Say yes or no. Okay, fine. Thank you. Because that helps us to be interacting more. It's not good if only I am speaking. So you need to give your response also. Is that fine? Okay. And this is a very, very generic topic, not much technical. We are not going to see about how to code in Java, how to code in .NET. This is a general topic, a managerial topic, I can say. So it would be better if you all interact with me. Right. And then code review, it improves the quality of software, as we have already seen. The last point, bugs found and fixed at a later stage is costlier than if found and fixed during earlier stage. This is a very, very important point. If you take in development project, you have a requirements phase, design phase, coding phase, testing, maintenance, etc. So suppose the user give me some requirements and there is some loophole in it. Say the username, application should contain username and password. That was the requirement given. And we keep on coding. Suppose I introduce a special character, say @ in my username. The developer has coded it, etc. And it has been tested and it has been deployed at the client's place. Suddenly, the client says that @ should not be present in the username. So what happens to all the users, those who have created a username with @ symbol? Those registrations need to be reversed back. So that may lead to lot of hardships, say revenue loss. If it is a paid application, those users must register afterwards, and the company need to pay back the money they have got. So lot of cumbersome process happens, right? Can you imagine that? Yes, can you imagine this situation, what I am saying? I have designed an application, say online payment. Then username should not start with @ symbol, or it should not contain any @ symbol, some special characters. No special characters should be present in username. But that particular thing, it was not told in the requirement. Even if it is not told in the requirement, it is not even captured during the design, right? So what happens? The developer, he codes without considering the presence of special characters in the username, and it goes on. It goes to the production. Many users, they start registering to the application. Say 10,000 users, they register by paying some amount. Out of those 10,000 users, 100 users have registered with the @ symbol or some special characters. The client finds out that they have been registered with the @ symbol or some special characters. It should not happen. That need to be reversed back, he is saying. So all the users, those 50 users, they need to cancel their registration, apply for reimbursement, then re-register. So it is a big process. If this requirement, the username should not contain any special characters, if this was captured during the coding stage, if the code has been reviewed by the client or whoever it may be, this will not be causing too much of effort or cost. Even if it is captured during the design phase, it is somewhat better. If it is captured during the requirement phase itself, it is even more better. So if a bug is found at the earlier stage of the SDLC, it won't have very big impact. But if it is found during the later stage, it definitely has a costlier impact, both for the client as well as for the developer or service provider, I can say. So to avoid this kind of issues, it is good to have a code review. Is this clear to you?